Hello everyone, and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets, the channel where we go beyond headlines to reveal the untold stories of Turkey's brightest stars. Today, we're unpacking a powerful example of loyalty and solidarity between two beloved actors, Hazel Kaya and Cicada Lusoy. What began as an ordinary court date has turned into a public display of unwavering friendship, one that's inspiring fans and rattling tabloids. If you enjoy these deep dive narratives, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and click the join button to keep this community growing. Now, let's dive in. 1. A friendship forged in fame. Hazel Kaya and Çağatay Ulusoy first crossed paths on the set of the iconic youth series Aduni Ferakoydam over a decade ago. At the time, they were both just breaking into leading roles, Hazel as the ambitious Feraha, and Çağatay as the wealthy, conflicted Amir. The drama's meteoric rise catapulted them into stardom. But more importantly, it laid the foundation for a friendship built on shared pressures, mutual respect, and long night shoots that often blurred the line between real and real. Insiders recall how the two young actors would rehearse lines after midnight, challenge each other's choices, and celebrate each scene that clicked, while tabloids tried to spin every glance into a romance. The duo quietly insisted it was about artistic chemistry and personal trust, nothing less. To Hazel's personal storm. Fast forward to the present. Hazel Kaya, acclaimed for roles in Bizim, Cicada in Midnight at the Para Palace, finds herself in the middle of a very private crisis made painfully public: the dissolution of her long-term marriage to screenwriter Ali Ate. Although the couple initially appeared solid, often posting playful family updates with their young children, industry whispers suggested mounting creative tensions and clashing schedules. Court documents leaked only days ago cite irreconcilable artistic differences and incompatible lifestyles as primary causes. The tabloids smelled blood, publishing speculative timelines and clickbait headlines. Hazel, renowned for protecting her family's privacy, went completely silent on social media, leaving fans worried and reporters ravenous for intel. 3. Enter Çağatay. A quiet decision. Behind the scenes, Çağatay Ulusoy, fresh off his global Netflix hit, The Tailor, learned of Hazel's situation through a mutual friend. Within 24 hours, he made a choice: he would attend Hazel's first divorce hearing, not as a publicity stunt, but as a steadying presence. According to sources close to both actors, he never asked permission to appear in court. He simply called Hazel's manager and said, "Tell her she won't be alone in that room." Why is this so significant? In Turkish entertainment culture, high-profile divorce cases can damage brand value overnight. Most celebrities avoid court appearances altogether, letting lawyers do the talking. By showing up, Çağatay risked dragging his own name into the tabloid tornado. Yet he showed up anyway, dressed in an understated dark suit, refusing to speak to cameras, walking 2 steps behind Hazel to ensure she remained the focal point of every photo. For the courtroom moment, journalists packed the Istanbul family court corridor, expecting a dramatic entrance from Hazel, or perhaps a statement from her legal team. Instead, what they captured was far more compelling: Hazel walking in with shoulders squared, eyes forward, and Çağatay at her side, gently placing a reassuring hand on her back before they entered the closed courtroom. Eyewitnesses say Hazel's posture changed the moment she saw him. One bailiff reported she exhaled invisible relief, whispering "thank you for coming" just before the doors shut. Inside, proceedings lasted less than 40 minutes, but outside, photos of the duo went viral within seconds, spawning hashtags #HAZAL strong and #Akatay that trended globally for 2 days. 5. Public reaction. The Turkish public is no stranger to celebrity scandals. Yet this display of genuine friendship struck a different chord. Comment sections filled with praise. "This is what real loyalty looks like. He risked his brand for her peace of mind." Hollywood, take notes. International outlets picked up the story. framing it as a refreshing counter-narrative to male actors overshadowing female colleagues. Meanwhile, feminist commentators applauded Koge's refusal to dominate the moment, highlighting how he used his stature not to rescue Hazel, but to reinforce her agency. 6. Media spin and industry fallout. Of course, not everyone applauded. Some tabloid pundits accused the pair of orchestrating a PR maneuver ahead of rumored new projects together. Analysts pointed to the fact that both actors are reportedly attached to a high-budget historical series slated for late next year. Free press, they argued, is cheaper than a marketing agency. Yet seasoned journalists familiar with both stars dismiss this angle. They note that attending a divorce hearing is hardly the brand-safe way to generate buzz. Sponsors usually prefer couples and love narratives, not messy breakups. In short, if this was PR, it was a counterintuitive gamble at best. 7. The personal cost. Behind every headline lies human emotion. Close friends of Hazel reveal she has leaned heavily on a tight inner circle: her mother, a childhood best friend, and now, quite visibly, Kaya. Late-night calls, script read-throughs to distract her mind, and even guided breathing sessions have reportedly become routine. For Kaya, the cost is time and unwanted attention. Between shooting commitments and a rumored Hollywood audition, he still makes room for weekly check-ins. Brotherhood isn't convenient, he told a friend, it's constant. That quote, once leaked, rapidly morphed into memes celebrating platonic devotion. 8. What happens next? Legal experts predict the divorce will finalize quickly due to pre-negotiated settlement terms. Hazel is expected to retain primary custody of the children and a shared script royalty arrangement. Industry insiders believe she'll take a brief hiatus before returning to set, possibly accepting a prestige limited series to reinvent her public image. Çağatay, for his part, is slated to begin filming a feature adaptation of Orhan Pamuk's short stories this winter. But sources claim he inserted a special clause: unlimited personal leave for family emergencies. While that's standard in Hollywood, it's unprecedented in Turkish contracts and hints he intends to remain available if Hazel needs further support. 9. Larger implications. Why does this story resonate beyond celebrity gossip? Because it challenges pervasive myths that men and women in the entertainment industry cannot maintain purely supportive friendships. That high-profile divorce must be a spectacle. That vulnerability equals weakness. By standing next to Hazel, Çağatay implicitly argued the opposite. Solidarity can be quiet, purposeful, and scandal-free. Social scientists have already begun citing the event in discussions about healthy masculinity in media. University panels titled From Emir to Ally: The Evolving Public Persona of Çağatay Ulusoy are in the works. And fan communities are fundraising for women's legal aid organizations in Hazel's honor, ripple effect neither actor could have predicted. 10. Final thoughts. In an industry where relationships often appear transactional, the bond between Hazel Kaya and Çağatay Ulusoy reminds us that genuine friendships still exist. Sometimes it shows up in the most vulnerable spaces, like a courthouse hallway on a rainy Tuesday morning. So, dear viewers, what do you think? Was this a strategic career move or an authentic act of solidarity? Could their renewed closeness spark a future on-screen reunion? And most importantly, how might this shift public expectations of celebrity conduct during private crises? Let us know in the comments. If you found value in today's deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode of Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay informed, stay compassionate, and keep an eye on the stories that matter behind the spotlight. Goodbye.